What we are going to cover today is chapter 4, and that is uh,
Artist development.
artist development and
I know you
finding.
wanted to say star power, but that's okay.
I was waiting for you actually. No, artist development and star power.
Star
So,
power.
yeah, rhymes with
Yes.
flower.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, so artist development, and I like how you describe that as your star power. And so, how do you find your star power?
Well, I'm going to read a little bit from what I had in the book here because it was a great um, start of it. So basically, it was something I found off of Forbes magazine. And it said star power has less to do with how you manage words or people and more to do with how you manage your own energy. And some people have natural star power. They drip charm, they radiate um, pre-natural confidence, and they know they have the ability to take over a room.
Yes, and this is kind of an innate, um, yeah, I guess you can say talent or skill that you're born with. But
hmm
it is something you also have to nurture, and you have to uh, um, what do you call it? Dig out from underneath. If you uh,
Well,
where's my thought?
look at the different artists. We can go down the list, right?
Hmm.
Like if you think of uh, um, number one, Michael Jackson, star power.
Yes. Yeah. You have to work at it, right? It doesn't just happen overnight. Of course, you have
Absolutely.
that born ability, that charisma, but you have to work at it. And this is a process, like anything. And the more you practice it, the better you get at it,
Yeah.
right?
You
Uh,
got you have to evolve. It's like anything. Like when you're riding a bike, you got to keep trying and trying and trying till you perfect it that you're actually balancing on a bicycle. Am I right?
yes, yes.
Right. So like with anything, it takes time, it takes practice. And does people think things happen overnight and it doesn't? Like even with rappers, some of the greatest rappers, like if you think of LL Cool J, out of all the rappers that I've ever seen in my life, um, LL Cool J is the most charismatic, electrifying rapper that in of all time. I feel
Yeah.
because he has star power. That's why he's been able to sustain and be to stand the test of time within this whole industry all these years because he has star power.
Yes, and he found his star power through the development of his career and his image. So, like, when we're born, uh, we don't have an awareness of like who we are. It's only at like 6 months that when we look in the mirror, we can say okay, or actually we don't say, we can't talk at that time.
We're like, oh,
But there's
I
a
see it.
recognition that, oh, I know that person. That person is me, right? And it's the same thing. Like for you, you're probably really familiar with hearing your own voice on record or seeing yourself like on video. But for somebody who is not a recording artist, it's really weird to hear your own voice.
Yeah.
And it's a psychological process that I think the brain has to recognize that that is me, but it's not me because I am here. So,
Mhm. Yeah.
and
Yeah.
the picture of who you are from the inside out is different from the outside in. So, what people see of you is different from what you think you are,
Yeah. It's
right?
true. Yeah.
Yeah, you're always your worst critic.
You're always going to be your worst critic because you
Yes.
have to be a perfectionist. And if you feel as though you're too great, then there's no need for you to be in this business because it's not going to happen. You're not.
Yeah.
Everybody is not perfect,
Yeah.
you know. And the other point is that people need to have a vision of who they are and what is your image and what are you trying to say what is your artistry trying to say to people?
Yes. And that's
You know?
the image that you want to get across to your audience. And so how to do that is, I think, by recording, looking at yourself, and you mentioned too, this is how something Michael Jackson, he trained too, is like, or one of the other artists that you were talking about.
Prince.
Yeah, Prince, yes, yes. You look at yourself in the mirror and you see who it is that everyone else sees.
Yeah, Prince was literally like, these are stories that you just can go on YouTube.
Yeah.
Look it up.
Yeah.
Like, you know, there are videos of Michael Jackson and Prince constantly videotaping themselves, and I guarantee they were watching themselves doing their moves.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I could do that better. Like, Michael would stand in the mirror and do these walks and moves just to see what he could change. And Prince would do moves like he would stand in the mirror for hours for one pose.
Yeah. I mean, that's why we have teachers, right? So teachers can watch us, see what we are doing, how we can improve by making suggestions. But if we can actually step outside of ourselves, look at ourselves, and be our own critic, then we can better adjust that movement or that sound or the your posture or whatever that you think needs to be fixed to fit that image that you want to create. And the best way to do that is by recording yourself. Get yourself on video, watch yourself, listen to your music, your voice, because as soon as you hear yourself doing that thing, right, whatever it is, see yourself, you can say, oh no, that's not what I wanted, and then you can say, okay, now I can change it because I know exactly what I want. And it's not somebody else telling you, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
People need to think about what their brand is saying to people. Right. It's not just becoming an artist, but it's everything. It's your lifestyle, it's your brand, it's everything. It's about who you are being comfortable as. You know? Like Nipsey Hussle, right?
Yep.
If you think about everything that he did, his music spoke about, and it was positive stuff too, what he was talking about. And he was not just talking the talk, he was doing it.
Yes.
Like he was doing it. So it coincided with what he was doing when he was saying what he was saying, but then he was showing you what he was doing.
Yes.
Like Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson was all about, he had songs about children of the world, we are the world, this, that, and there were things he was doing for the children of the world.
Yes.
See? So it's like even Prince was doing stuff, like, he was a sex symbol. Little do people know, Prince was doing stuff with STEM programs for kids in the inner communities. He was helping people, but he did it silently. That's how he was.
Yes. Yeah, he had a purpose in what he was doing.
Yes. And it's like, what are you trying to say?
Mm-hmm.
Who are you trying to connect with? And who's going to follow you?
Yes. But he wasn't working alone, right? He worked with...
No, he had a team.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. You need a team to support yourself.
You have to have a team.
Yeah.
With anything. Like, even if you don't know your image, like Prince had beautiful clothing, and so did Michael, but they had a team of people that were making their clothing.
Yes.
Or giving them clothing to their liking. But Prince, he had clothes made. He had actual seamstress. He had a whole team of people in a room, and they would build things for him.
Yes.
Because that's his whole persona.
Yeah. And that's what keeps it real, is that you got people you can trust, gives you feedback, they work with you, they support you, and you also can see that you are not you're being truthful to your own purpose, and that your image kind of envelops the whole of your artistry, who you are as an artist.
Yeah. Yes. Look at Lady Gaga. That's another one.
Yeah.
And she's a perfect example, because if you go on YouTube, you can actually see the beginning of stages of when Lady Gaga was starting as Lady Gaga.
Yeah.
Because But she wasn't like that all the time. She was
No,
Stephanie.
no, yeah. I mean, I listened to her, I heard her on the radio like all the time, and I liked her music. But to me, at that time, she was just another pop singer. But until I saw the documentary on her, and I was blown away just like what an awesome performer she was and how she created that and, where she came from. And the whole, this was like of her monster ball, right? That was the big thing that really pushed her movement forward. But exactly, yes. But I mean, not only that, she's an awesome singer. She's
Yeah,
got
yeah, she's an awesome singer.
yes,
But it's what they say. Um, there's a saying that the only limitation is within your mind, right?
yes,
She had a vision, and she had a vision, and so did Michael. So did all these other artists. They have these visions of being the greatest.
yes,
And it's like anything. It's a zone. Like it's a thing. You just gotta know what you know. Like I know what I know, and I know where I need to go
yes,
visually, and I know what I want to do in order to create my vision for you to see. Because it's also people want to escape when they're seeing an artist on stage. It's like
yes,
it's like going to Disneyland, right? You're
yes.
going to like when you go to a concert, you want to be entertained,
Exactly. You identify with the performer.
right?
Yes.
So if somebody's coming to see you, do you want people to leave saying, "Oh my God, I'll never see that person ever again"? Like, I'll never buy anything, right?
Of course not. Yeah.
You want to woo people, you want to wow people. You want people to say, "Oh my God, this person is so underrated. Why are they not on the radar?"
Yeah.
Look at Beyonce.
Yeah.
Look
Right?
at Beyonce. Okay,
Yeah.
she is absolutely one person, another person. Janet Jackson. Here we go. My mind's going now.
Yeah.
My mind is churning. These women, okay, these artists, they make you have a wonderful time when they're on stage.
Yes. And all their listeners, their fans, they want to take them home, right? So they buy their CDs, they buy their merchandise, they follow them on concerts, and
Because they're connecting with them.
yes, it's a connection.
They've connected with them.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So, is there any last words that you can think of? You, yeah, words that you live by, that keep you going.
Okay, I'm going to give you something, a saying that I go by, and it's by Napoleon Hill. Because I also read different things that help you in the mind.
Yes.
And this was a saying that he had in his book. And he said, "Success is the development of the power with which to get whatever one wants in life without interfering with the rights of others."
Yes. Very well said.
Okay? Okay? So, you can't do anything without developing yourself first. And knowing where your vision is going to go. And creating a team around you. Because the more that you do that, the better you become as an artist.
Yes. Yeah, so it starts from within, and you have an image who you are, and this is what you want to project to the world. Hey
You gotta
world,
work.
here I am.
You gotta work.
Yes. And
Doesn't
you got to
happen
develop
overnight.
that. You got to develop that. Because
Yes.
unless you can like step outside of yourself, look at yourself and say, this is the person I want to see, I want to listen to. So that is the process that you have to go through to find your star power.
Yes.
Very well said. So, thank you, Melissa, for inspiring me and all your fans. And I look forward to talking with you again. We will
Thank
look over
you.
chapter 5. And for everyone who is watching, thank you for following us. If you like what you saw, then please subscribe to our channel. And we will see you next time.